one. Looks like we've got a quick reversal here. Of course, it is going to be JAC on the left playing the Turbo Lost Box, and then JW on the right playing the Miraidon EX.
Yeah, I believe everything's reversed.
Well, the players are in the seats that they were told to sit in.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but you can see them shuffling up and getting it ready. We know what we're going to see in this one, and honestly, from the side of JAC, I want to see how crazy he can go with these quick sevens into Mirage Gates, into Dragonites, picking off things like the Miraidon early on, just taking prizes, of course. Similar kind of speed expected from JW, right? Try and set up a Fluffy early on, but also hit your electric generators, get a bunch of Pokemon out with the Miraidon, and just start causing problems. So certainly a lot to try and unpack here as well.
Yeah, the way this matchup goes is JW, as the Miraidon player, needs to get a knockout basically every turn that is possible. And if you're doing that, you're able to keep pace with JAC and his Turbo Lost Zone. Now, the things to help you do that is cards like Bravery Charm to increase your HP a little bit, kind of force those lost vacuums to come out a little earlier than or on your cards instead of JAC's cards to boost that Lost Zone.
I did hear JAC declare, "I'll go second," which means you know exactly what he's looking for. Trapping something in the active, maybe something like the Raikou, the Raichu, just not able to get the hand going and play this one. But we can take a look at JAC's achievements. 2023, top 64 in Fresno and top 32 in Knoxville. Throwing it all the way back to 2017, where he top 8'd in Fort Wayne. 2010, Missouri State finalist when those tournaments were still around.
That's a throwback for sure.
Yeah.
Over 13 years ago. And again, playing that Turbo Lost Zone box. We have seen this deck time and time again. It is not going away for a while.
No, that one is going to be sticking around. Sometimes it gets a new tool, people lean into it and try and cause problems. Of course, JW Kriewall, top 64 at Worlds 22. Win regionals in Richmond in 2019, won a regional in Fort Wayne back in 2013, and all the way back in 2011, top 8 in Fort Wayne as well. So a pretty storied history in the game there as well. Of course, confirmation, for those of you wondering, it's Miraidon EX and Fluffy.
Yeah, this is a deck that, again, has just been doing extremely well in these past few tournaments that we've had to start the season, and even at the World Championships with Andrew Mahone getting top 16, I believe, with the first iteration of this list.
There was some Miraidon believers back at Worlds, and that seems to be carrying on already. Looks like we're about to be laying out the prizes. Let's see how they go. Battle VIP Pass pair, Nest Ball, Escape Rope, and a Lightning Energy. So that one Lightning Energy is going to be at a premium, but then it's going to be 2 Boss's Orders, a Professor's Research, Fluffy, a Lightning Energy, obviously not as big when you've got 14 of them, and then a Switch cart as well with the Professor's Research to round it out. So JAC fishing for the Battle VIP Pass that you need for that explosive first turn. Only limited to 2 of them, but realistically, you only need 1. A couple of good draws off your Colress as well, so not out of reach, but significantly harder.
Meanwhile, 2 Boss's Orders in the prize cards for JW, only playing 3 in the list, so access to 1 of those early. But here we go. There's the fist bump, and these players are ready for our top 4 here in Peoria, Illinois.
Well, it's going to be the Raikou V and the Miraidon EX. Just for confirmation,
Another mirror?
Yeah. What is this? Another mirror? No, it's not. It's just a pretty unfortunate start for JAC, who wants to start with the Confe. Of course, Tandem Unit going in, getting a couple of basic lightning Pokemon. He's going to be able to grab a couple options and just check what's in there. Maybe find out about that unfortunate Boss's Orders situation. But definitely going to get a Fluffy down as well, so able to try and set things up a little bit easier. Sorry, I'm a Reap down, and then the Fluffy. I was going to hit myself.
Looking to eye down that Flying Pikachu V. It is a great recipient of 4 Sealstone for this deck, as well as having a little bit more HP and that free retreat, which is ever so needed when you're playing a deck that has 4 Electric Generator in it.
Yeah, being able to move around quickly is really, really big here. Let's see if he's just making the counts secure. Looks like he's picked the Pokemon. He just wants to, observe everything in the deck.
And it's always interesting to see what matchups you go ahead and Tandem Unit for another Miraidon EX, and then Tandem Unit yet again. But when your opponent starts that Raikou V, you have to be worried about that Lightning Rondo just being able to deal enough damage to take a knockout on your own Pokemon EX, Pokemon V.
Yeah, I mean, if you really start to, you know, throw down too much on the bench, if he can reach the 7, then he'll be able to, of course, start going a little bit crazy with that Lightning Rondo, because you know that the Lost Box player can fill up their bench, start adding to it. There's a Raikou V of his own, much superior art, but it's just a pretty irrelevant comment. And there's the electric generator, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's that's going to be a whiff on the first one in this set.
It's not what you want to see for this Maride on deck, and no energy in hand means no energy attachment for the turn. Going to be a little lackluster start, and this is the reason that JAC opted to go second. JW's deck is one of the few decks in the format that is very good at going second into the metagame. Want to know the other deck? JAC's deck.
Yeah, that's why he chose to go second. Hisuian Heavy Ball. He will get confirmation on exactly what's in those prizes. The first thing he looks at is his prizes. Easier than counting and removing counts from the deck, but not going to find a basic Pokemon in there to grab.
Yeah, he's like, can I just take this hand?
Yeah. Okay. You just swap it for anything.
Okay. No, like swap the full 6 cards in JAC's hand for the 6 prizes, you know?
That could be good. Would be a little bit overpowered, though. Looking at JAC's hand, he's going to have to go digging with this fleet-footed. Oh! The Battle VIP pass. He knew 2 were stuck in the prizes, able to rip that off the top deck and keep things moving here in top 4. That is a huge pull for him in a hand that otherwise looks... Oh, he's got the Colrus, so he's still got some work to do. But at least he can start looking for cards and, you know, looking for Comphase, which are going to be really, really important here, if he wants to hit the 7 and get moving first.
He was like, you got to get lucky sometimes. Might as well be now.
Yeah. So there is a pair of Comphase off the Battle VIP pass, able to, you know, potentially, if he can, of course, get this Raikou V out of the active, then he'll be able to start flower selecting, start filling up that lost zone, and start causing problems that way. What has he got in there for switching around?
Switch card?
Yeah, he's got a Colrus.
Yeah, he's going to start things off with seeing the most cards available.
Yep, there's 5 cards off the Colrus. Seeing a Sableye, a Water Energy.
4 Sealstone.
Yeah, not bad. Oh, a Mirage Gate and a Super Rod as well. So looking pretty solid here.
These, again, are kind of 5 cards that you don't want to get rid of. They're all pretty useful for throughout the entire game. But it's going to get rid of that Sableye, and then I believe...
I want to say it was the Super Rod.
Super Rod, yeah.
Yeah, the Mirage Gate going to the hand. So already got that in. He's already got a Super Rod in hand if he wants to play it early. But of course, yeah, it is risky. Let's see the flower selecting. Very aggressive on the turn there. Another Battle VIP pass and a Greninja. Problem is, if you get rid of the Greninja, you can't use a Battle VIP pass to get it back out. So may just have to take that and go concealed cards. Throw it down. Let's see. There's the concealed cards.
2 cards off the top now for JAC. Finds another Colrus and a Forest Sealstone. Those cards aren't really going to do much of this turn, but next turn that Colrus' Experiment will help JAC get to that 7 if needed. But I think at least for right now, it's not going to be available to him.
No, he doesn't have enough switching effects in the hand either, so he's going to switch it manually. You know, could then try and cause problems a little bit later on. Let's see what this flower selecting gives him. Echoing Horn and a Nest Ball. Oof.
Echoing Horn's one of those cards that's pretty good in this matchup because you can grab back those Mareep after taking a knockout with Moonlight Shuriken. No Manaphy in JW's deck to prevent that. But Nest Ball, very important here to grab something like the Cramorant. You already have 4 in the Lost Zone, so might as well get that. You can force Sealstone for something like a Switch Cart or even Escape Rope and be able to get some damage on the board.
Yep. Yeah, some damage is better than no damage here, right? Being able to at least apply pressure, make something vulnerable to a Sableye later on, which you are kind of hurtling towards with the other Colrus in hand. But it is a very easy target for JW to be able to take out. So sort of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. There's the Cramorant. Let's see how he wants to do this. The other Forest Sealstone goes down, completely irrelevant here. He's already used it, and just a quick 110 onto that Miraidon, so easy to try and pick that one up a little bit later on.
JW's hand has that Flaffy, be able to Dynamotor, but again, the tail of no energy. I guess that 1 energy being the prize card is really hurting right now.
Yep, there's the Forest Sealstone though. There's the Flaffy, so he's going to be able to start Dynamotoring a little bit later on, but the Judge kind of showing there's nothing else to do here. Just get those cards back in the deck, maybe see some more Dynamotors, dynamitors, electric generators. Can get attachments that way, and potentially a way to try and get the energy moving, because we haven't even seen any yet.
Also, I just want to say this is the optimal Judge art from Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
I would agree. I think for a lot of art, Heart Gold, Soul Silver is the premium.
Yeah.
Energy in particular.
Oh, gorgeous energy.
Yeah, phenomenal energy.
4 cards for both players off that Judge for the turn. Couple Nest Ball. That's not really going to do too much for JW here. Has that Forest Seal Stone to search for something like that Electric Generator, but could find the Mew EX. This is a card that was so hyped going into this weekend, but we've only really seen it in play to restart.
Yeah, it's been a little underwhelming, considering how much you and Chip hyped it up on yesterday morning. But
I didn't pick it for my predictions.
No, I know. We did wear the matching Mew pins, though. So,
yeah, we did.
There's now 2 Mews, and one of them is clearly doing more than the other. It's going to be another Nest Ball, so trying to get the hand real low, so the restart is an option. There's the Miraidon. It's got it down to 2. Can you get it even lower?
How low can you go?
Well, under 3 is exactly what he needs here.
I believe there's 1 or 2 cards left in the hand for JW here.
It's just a quick pair. Maybe able to try and get rid of it. Does other Forest Seal Stone attach the Flying Pikachu if he really wants to go crazy? He does get to attach the energy, so he's down to 1. And there's the restart for 2. Let's see. There's an energy and another Miraidon.
Not going to be helpful right now.
No, this is a slow start from JW. He's managed to get 1 energy into play so far. Doesn't have any in the discard either, so not able to start pulling those back with the Flaffy.
There was a route for JW to take where you attach to the active and then hope to Forest Seal Stone for an Electric Generator, get 2 off that, then you could start attacking. But just having to pass the turn back is not where you want to be in this matchup, especially with that Cramorant already ready and attacking, hoping to take a knockout on this Miraidon.
Yeah, the awkward thing here is you get to look at exactly what happened with the Judge situation, right? There's the Lost Vacuum, there's the energy, and the Dragonite as well, one of your big attackers heading in there. Of course, does have the Super Rod in deck. Doesn't have access, though, to a Colress, so not going to be able to advance much more. Could advance it a little bit with this Lost Vacuum, just trying to get rid of maybe his own Forest Seal Stone and cause problems that way. Can, of course... Oh, yeah, he's got the Clara as well to get those Pokemon back. But they're going to go right into the hand.
You do get the energy for concealed cards, though, so seeing 2 extra cards here off of that Clara. Escape Rope Energy, I think, is the cards found.
Yep, this is definitely the awkward way around, right? You want to do more to try and advance your board state. Does attach to the Comphase, so I have to imagine that he's going to bring that up, flower selecting, and then just, bounce it back out.
For next turn.
I mean, he's got plenty of options. It's going to be the Lost Vacuum. Discards the Nest Ball, or Lost Zone's Nest Ball. Gets rid of the Forest Seal Stone on JW's side, so not advancing his count too much, but limiting JW's options here. It's up to 5 in the Lost Zone, so not like a Mirage Gate, but he's going to get a couple of prizes for his troubles as Cramorant with the second swing in to that Miraidon. Nice 2 prizes for him there. The Switch Cart and the Lightning Energy are the prizes that he took there as well.
JW does have a copy of Arven in the hand, but only 1 copy of Forest Seal Stone in the deck. So honestly, against a deck like Turbo Lost Zone, I would have loved to just use it anyway.
Yep.
There's no hand disruption really coming from JAC's side of things, and you're eventually going to need it, but they play 3 Lost Vacuum. So it's very likely that it would get put in the Lost Zone just like it did.
Yeah, well, here's a Bravery Charm, one of those kind of key pieces you were mentioning at the top of the game to make it a little bit harder to grab these knockouts, put it out of range for just easy picks with something like the Sableye as well. So Arven definitely grabbing that. You have to wonder, what is he going to get as well as the item?
Did he only just get the Bravery Charm?
It might be that way. Yeah, he's shuffling up, so...
Had the possibility for Electric Generator.
Yep. There's the Bravery Charm onto his Raikou, so... he's going to manually attach there. Can, of course, Lightning Rondo, which would get the Cramorant out of the way. It's down to just 1 off the restart. What is it? Another Electric Energy, or Lightning Energy. My apologies. He's spinning the stop. Iono, Bravery Charm, and Switch Cart able to take the switch cart there as well. So, you know, can use that if he gets in a little bit of danger later. But this is going to be an easy knockout with the Lightning Rondo. Very, very easy to do there. 180 is more than enough on this Cramorant.
Finds a second Raikou from the prize cards. Takes that knockout, but not really advancing too much for his board. And JAC just 5 in the loss zone. A simple Colress's experiment away from activating all these Mirage Gates in the hand.
Yeah, that's going to be the big thing here. So let's see. Spinning the stop. Oh, Lost Vacuum, Colress, and a Super Odd. The Colress going into the discard. Would have loved to see that as an option off the Flower selecting, though. What is he going to get for his troubles here? There's the Mirage Gate gone. Can, of course, finish the 7 with the Lost Vacuum, though. Did he hit off the stop?
It was a double Mirage Gate as that Flower selecting choice. But like you said, with that Lost Vacuum, able to fully hit that Magic 7 number.
Yep, there's going to be a switch cart as well. Really could power up whatever he wants at this juncture, right? And the Bravery Charm. He's got the Dragonite in hand. You know, can also Lost Vacuum it away. So it's going to be really easy to knock it out.
And honestly, I like using the Lost Vacuum on the Bravery Charm on the Raikou.
Oh, he gets rid of his own Pokestop. So trying to limit the options here. Of course, the Dragonite does do such a large amount of damage. Does need to make sure that he's got all the energy in the right spot, right? He's going to be up. So we're up to 8 now in there. Would have been able to start using his Mirage Gates if he got rid of the Bravery Charm, but I think he's going to be able to power through that anyway. So there's the Super Odd. He's going to start getting some of that energy back in the deck, one of each. There is, of course, 3 different types in here. He's going back in with the Mirage Gate. He's going to power up the Dragonite B. And, yep, the other one getting shuffled back in. So more than enough. I think this game is about to kind of get away from JW a little bit too much.
Yeah, Bravery Charm is great in this matchup, but only when it's really attached to something like Miraidon, because 250 damage is plenty for Dragonite V to be able to come and clean up that KO.
Yep, and he had the Water Energy in hand, so the Dragon Gale does it exactly as well. You know, the Bravery Charm not going to save him there. Of course, does mean didn't need to get rid of it. But that is now 2 more prizes for JAC. It's a pair of Battle VIP passes, I'm pretty sure he'll be taking. Yeah, the Escape Rope and Nest Ball stuck in there. But JAC just, you know, tearing through this game. JW has got so far to go, and we're already starting to look at Sableye time as well. The Dragonite doing exactly what it needs to do in this matchup and just take those big, big knockouts, powering through the Bravery Charm.
And JW, I believe, not able to use Dynamotor last turn, just no Lightning Energy in the discard, which means this Mew EX, which is usually you're out to something like a Dragonite V, you won't be able to attack, but if you do that, you also have a 2 prize Pokemon with 100 HP and then, or 180 HP in the active spot, with JAC only having 2 prize cards left.
Yeah, I mean, he is filling the bench as well, right? So this Lightning Rondo is looking really tempting. If, you know, you go put that Mew in the active, has to get something a little bit bulkier in there. Lightning Rondo would just be able to come up and, you know, when you filled your bench and both of you have a full bench, you're able to take those knockouts. And there's the scoop. Yeah, JW understanding that he's too far away from it in this game. Jack Carter, you know, being able to close that one out. Really just 2 big turns, right? Well, 3. 2 hits with the Cramorant and 1 hit with the Dragonite.
Yep. Name a more iconic duo, scooping to your generators, not hitting any lightning energies.
It was a rough set of generators for JW Kriewall there. I mean, needs to be hitting those, needs to get some energy in the discard too, needs to be able to pull it out with the Flaffy, and just didn't come through for him. Maybe, just maybe, this is a theory. Get the tinfoil hat on, Jeremy. If you play Heart Gold, Soul Silver energies, the generators will find them.
Yeah, I mean, that's just obvious.
Oh, like, so just facts.
Generator finds the prettiest cards in your deck, so...
Yeah. He keeps looking at the judge on it. Like,
yeah. I don't need judge. Yeah.
All right, there's the big knockout of the game, though, that kind of sealed it up, right? The Dragonite V swinging in to that powered up Pokemon on JW's side. He was trying to fight back, but just wasn't able to. Even though that Raikou had the Bravery Charm, he's just able to power through it in this one. So setting up game number 2, I think the game plan is clear for JW. Hit your generators.
Yeah, find energy early, attach them.
Yep.
Attack. Get prizes.
Yeah. And looks like game 2 is actually underway. It's a Comfey in the active for JAC as he's starting off with a flower selecting, being able to just keep things going. There are the prizes. Raikou, Miraidon, Iono, Lightning Energy, Switch Cut, Process Research, Battle VIP Pass, Mirage Gate, Pokestop, Forest Steel Stone, double Battle VIP Pass, I think it was Mirage Gate in there as well. But you know, you only need 1 or 2 to really accelerate through this game. This is going to be a slower start. There's no Colress's experiment to be had on this first turn, but I think the flower selecting got the Comfey, if I identified that flash of purple correctly, and the Nest Ball has got the Radiant Greninja. He's got an energy in hand, so he can really keep things going here. There's the concealed cards. 1, 2. And he's got so many pieces in here. A Switch card and a Colress for next turn too. So he's got an escape rope as well.
All right, so with that, RD2 in the Lost Zone as of right now finds a Battle VIP Pass. Has to get rid of Lost Vacuum, which is actually pretty important in this matchup because of those Bravery Charms, because of being able to get to that 7 so fast. But this start is looking mighty fine here, especially with JW starting that Mew EX.
Yeah, the Mew EX that looks very liable to get taken down, particularly if you overdevelop the board, maybe it could be a Lightning Rondo angle, right? It's a very easy and approachable number to hit, considering the amount of cards that JW wants to get down, wants to get him a Rhydon out, wants to get him a Reap out, and all of a sudden you're ticking that damage higher and higher. The Cramorant and the Comfey are going to be the selection off the Battle VIP Pass, just 2, as we have learned earlier today, making sure that he's got plenty of flower selectings to go as well. He's got the Switch card, so he can get a 3rd flower selecting and just keep seeing pieces. Let's see what he's got off this one. Ooh, Mirage Gate, Echoing Horn. You've got to hold on to that Mirage Gate. Echoing Horn just immediately thrown in. He's at a Lost Zone of 3. Wow. Bench is full. Dragonite down with the Forest Seal Stone. And he passes it over to this Mew. Now, this hand from JW, let's see what he's got. Maybe banking on this research, as that is all he's got to really use. 3 energy, a Path to the Peak. I believe it was a Boss's Orders in there as well. But now he's got energy in the discard, which is exactly where he wants it to be. This is looking like a slow start. He's going to get the Raikou down. And he's going to be able to start getting some energy down the old-fashioned way. But this is sluggish at best, Jeremy.
Yeah, this is not looking good at all. You can retreat to the Raikou and fleet-footed to hopefully find a Nest Ball or a Miraidon. But if you do, you're going to leave it in the active spot just for that Dragonite V to get knocked out. The Path to the Peak could stop that Radiant Greninja, but that's pretty much it. And Jack's first turn was so good, and the hand is so good right now that JW really needed to judge last turn.
Yeah, he's going to be getting up to, a good number 6, so close. With this, he's got a bunch of energy, a pair of vacuum. I think it's a pair of vacuums.
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a vacuum and a Super Rod. My apologies.
Well, I think there's one in hand.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was a Super Rod as well.
They just look the same, the vacuum and the Super Rod. The Clara and the Psychic Energy head on into that Lost Zone as well. So I believe he's up to 6 now, right?
Yep.
So he's 1 away. Obviously the vacuum is going to help him get there. Does need to get a Water Energy if he wants to swing with this Dragonite. Doesn't have room to try and play it any differently. So making sure he's got the missing pieces.
The one card you were really hoping for was an escape rope here to bring up that Raikou V to the active spot, but you're still taking 2 prize cards anyway.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the escape rope would have been great there, but not able to see it off the flower selecting or the Colress. It was kind of a rough Colress for him, but I think he'll be able to fire back with it. The Lost Vacuum, of course, will help him out, making sure he hits the 7. An easy discard. I mean, puts himself even higher with the Forest Seal Stone. Could have tried getting rid of the Path to the Peak, but needs to be mindful of where that energy is. We'll just Mirage Gate, so grabbing the Water and the other Lightning. The other one's in his hand, of course. Have to imagine he's going back in. There's the second Mirage Gate, so doesn't need the Water in hand. Does just go and grab it that way. Is going to have to use a basic energy to retreat here, I believe. I don't think he's got any other switching options.
Yeah. He could have dug a little bit further by switch cart into a Comfey and attach the energy to the Comfey. If you find the escape rope off there, it's amazing. But like I said, it's still, you're grabbing 2 prize cards. this Dragonite V is most for surely not getting knocked out, especially with the way JW started. Having that path to the peak in play is not able to use Tandem Unit from right on if he finds it. And here we just see a judge, and this could be a quick top 4 match.
Yeah, he's not even able to fleet-footed for the extra card. The path of the peak could be absolutely brutal. And I can't let JAC leaving it in. You know, yes, you've used the Forest Seal Stone, so you may as well just lost vacuum it away. Keep your count going up as well, all the way up to 8. So another couple flower selectings or another Colress, and we're talking about Sableye in this one. Let's see what JW gets off this. It's going to be an Electric Generator, an Arven, a Nest Ball. He needs another Pokemon.
Yeah, that keeps him alive in this top 4. Grabbing another Pokemon, and you can Generator to it as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be the Miraidon, but no Tandem Unit.
No Tandem Unit at all. Maybe if he draws some Beach Court. I know he discarded 1 with that first turn, but that's the only real out to getting this Path of the Peak out of the way. There's just an Arven along with that Electric Generator. And
oh, he does hit.
Only 1.
Yep.
Never lucky.
It's not going to be the biggest hit, but I mean, at least he's going to put some damage down on this Dragonite. You know, be able to Lightning Rondo, but it's just not going to be that monstrous hit that you expect. 140 damage. Being able to use the full bench over on that side. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yep. There we go. 140.
I was about to call you out for
Ooh,
getting it
yeah,
wrong.
I was actually getting nervous. I was like, but no, 140. Obviously, that makes that very easy to knock out. This is going to be the Hisuian Heavy Ball. JAC is going to get confirmation that there are no Pokemon, or no basic Pokemon in there either, so not able to play around that one. Does have a little bit of work to do, right, if he wants to try and find those pieces. Is that... I mean, he's just going to get the knockout here. He's got the Colress as well. He can hit 10 at his leisure. So yeah, there's Colress's Experiment. Can't see what he's got off it. A Lost Vacuum, Super Rod, Switch Car, and a Sableye.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair with the way this game has gone, all JAC needs to do, take the knockout this turn on the Raikou. With only the 1 energy on this Miraidon on the bench, I don't think JW is going to be able to cobble together an attack next turn. Does have the Arven. It might have to deal with another Electric Generator and a Raikou or something on the bench. But again, that's just very easy for JAC to take advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to look in there. Takes his knockout on the Raikou. Even if he gets the Miraidon up, we know what JAC's got in the hand, right? He's got the Super Rod. He may be able to just get this Dragonite right back and start causing problems because, you know, he took one of the Mirage hits as well. And there's the other one. The Beach Court finally in play here. So able to start using Tandem Unit, setting up some more Pokemon. But is he going to set himself up enough to stay in this game as he's currently down 6 prizes to 2?
Much better than an Escape Rope, at least at this point in time right now. Able to Tandem Unit for that Mareep and another Miraidon. Has that Arven in hand, going to have to rely on this Electric Generator, but then, like you said, JAC has Super Rod in hand. There's multiple Mirage Gate, most likely. Another Colress's Experiment.
Yeah, I don't think JAC's going to really have a difficulty setting up the Dragonite again. I mean, he does need a way to search it, which is kind of the one thing I think he's missing, because he did throw away a Nest Ball earlier, but certainly ways around it. And unless he, you know, it's got to be a Bravery Charm, I think, to try and stick around here. But it has to be a Bravery Charm on a Miraidon. So let's see. There's the Arven. Does go in. Oh, gets Forest Seal Stone and the Electric Generator. So it can definitely start playing a little bit in this game. I just don't know if it's going to slow him down enough, right? I think that's going to be the big problem here.
Forest Seal Stone can find its way on to one of those Pokemon V, but for right now, Electric Generator does not hit anything. And you hate to see it for all y'all Miraidon fans at home and in the crowd here today. Has to find another Electric Generator, and with no Raikou on the bench, that means you need both of these Lightning Energy. I guess with the Lightning Energy in hand, this Raichu V can take the knockout, which we do see. There's that Lightning Energy. Yep. Electric Generator, 5 cards. Oh, don't do this. No!
Are we the problem, Jeremy? There's the scoop from JW Kriewall, not able to find any energy. And JAC Carter runs away with this in a very brisk top 4. The Turbo Lost Box deck most certainly turboed through both of those games.
Listen, it was an emergency situation, and the generators ran out of gas.